Hey folks, this episode is sponsored by City Traders Imperium. Now, what you might not know is CTI has the best funded account conditions up to $2 million, which is the most in the industry. Now, go check out the video I recorded with them to learn more about their incredible package where Trading Nut listeners get an exclusive deal. It includes access to their high-performance trader mastermind and funding program. What are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below or above and go check out that video. Hey guys, Cam Hawkins here from Trading Nut. Now, what you can see in front of you is my BB Play trading robots. This is running on my Hanko Trade Live account, and we've got a $5,000 account in here with currently a few trades have been placed. It's dropped down a little bit. We're almost creeping our way back to break even. This trade here, you can see how it works, right? So the way it works, the strategy just uses the Bollinger Bands. It's part of my Robot Lab, which is part of my Robot Builders Club. You get this if you join my Robot Builders Club. So you can see here how it works. So it's using the bands with the basic settings. And what's happened is it's gone, right, we're above the Bollinger Band here. Now we're going to wait for a close below the band, which happens at this point here. Then we're waiting for the retest of the band, okay? So now what's probably happened here is either I've got a trading hour range, which I think I have, so it's not going to trade the first hour of the day, which I think could be that candle, so it ignored that entry there, but then came back and hit the band here, which probably at the time was up here, because this would have been a bullish candle at the time, and then took that trade. Now what it's done is it exited the first position here when it hit the band, so didn't quite hit the band there, probably didn't hit the band there either. This was the first time it hit the band, it exited the first position, at which point we moved to a trailing stop, so this then trails the high of the previous candle for sells and opposite for buys. So you can see here it's taken that exit there. I think it was only 50% or maybe 75% of the trade that it took, and the rest of it just trails all the way down. So we've got a pretty solid looking bull candle here with 1 minute to close in the hour. We're going to see, actually, where did that, okay, there we go, sorry, we've moved into the second hour here. So we've kept it there, so it's moved the stop from this level here to that level there, and it just trails it down. I don't need to do anything. We're 53 pips in profit here. So hoping that this candle here closes somewhere down here and we can get a new low, and at which point they will drop the stop loss to here, and we'll keep doing that until we get stopped out of this trade. So if it runs, if gold's really tanking, then we'll see that push down even lower. I hope you like the little strategy here. There are actually about 2 strategies with this particular robot. If I fire the bot up here, hey, want to trade crypto and gold like the institutions? Well, you can, and it's free for 14 days with Sage Strategies, fully automated trading strategies. Check out their live track records for 25 unique strategies, plus they host everything for you, which is perfect for beginners to advanced traders or investors. Simply sign up for their 14-day free trial today to experience it for yourself. Right, so if we have a look at this, so we've got here the base time frame, so you can trade on, this one's trading on the hourly. We've got the 2 settings here around the Bollinger Bands. Then you got the 2 strategies. One is the close above the Bollinger Bands. Sorry, this is above or below, and then the other one is the high or the low. Right, so the close above or below is what I talked about here, where we close below, whereas the high or low is looking for something like, so this one here has got a high that is closed below the Bollinger Band here. So you can see here, the actual close was here below, but this second strategy looks for the high or the low for a buy to be below the Bollinger Band middle line, okay, at which point it'll look for the retest of that Bollinger and take a trade there, which it did, and it lost that trade by a few pips, because the other thing this does is it takes your stop loss from the entry, which would have been up here, and then it actually manages that stop with the Bollinger Band out of band. So your stop could be way out there, and as the bands contract, that sort of brings it in to a much tighter stop, so you can end up with trades that don't lose as much as they would have lost if you had the wider stop. On the opposite side of it, if the bands expand, which does happen but probably less often than not, then you will get obviously a wider stop. So you want to have your risk fairly similar. So this trade's looking pretty good. We're down to 65 pips, and I think we're just risking on this one, I think it's only 1% per trade. Yeah, so risking 1% per trade. So that's 44 bucks there. So we need probably another double up on that. If not, yeah, we need 120 pips to take us back to break even on this account. And it's also trading on Euro US dollar as well. So there's been a couple of wins here. If we have a look at the history, here we go. So we've had a couple of wins. The first couple of trades were losers. Then we had a couple of wins, so we're looking to see if we can bring that back to break even here. Now, the Euro US dollar trade did look pretty good. The other thing you can do is you can jump in here manually. So if you did want to say, okay, well, I don't believe this is going to be going any further. I'm still going to get more than what my initial exit was, but can I get out for, like, would I exit the trade now and go, well, I don't believe it's going to go any further. I think that's a good place to take profits. So what I might do is exit it now, or, you know, do you want to move your stop back to here now and go, okay, well, I'm happy for that to be moved, just in case if we break this, then, you know, so you can interact with these expert advisors to give yourselves a better outcome with your trades. But I'm going to let this one run and see how it goes. Hey, have you ever wondered what broker I use? Well, I use these guys, Hanko Trade. Look, it was a no-brainer because I was looking for a broker with really good trading conditions and one that had no restrictions on trading my strategies. But the main reason I went with Hanko Trade was their raw ECN spread. Look, it will challenge any broker that you're trading with. If you want to find out more, check out hankotrade.com, or there is a link in the description. Alright guys, before we jump out, I will just go through some of the other settings here. You can do offsets for your take profit, which means when the trade is coming towards your Bollinger Band, that first one, you could say, well, I want an offset of, say, you know, X number of pips below before I exit. So as soon as it touches, I don't want it to just exit the trade. Same goes for a minimum take profit pip. So you could have, like, it must be at least 10 pips before you take profit. The other one, stop loss buffer. So same thing, if you want a buffer on the top of the Bollinger Band for a sell trade, doesn't just like here where it's just nicked the Bollinger Band, or maybe it didn't whilst it was in the trade, but you can actually do a pips offset. So if your stop was way up here because you said, well, the pips offset is going to be 20 pips, then you may not have got stopped out on a trade that was sort of heading towards the Bollinger Band there. So what else we got in here? We have got your close partial. So you can, at Bollinger Band, you can actually toggle that to on and off. So if you do want to toggle that off, you can toggle that off. Close partial is 50%. Get out at break even. So you can get out at break even. Once it's taken the first profit, it will say, right, let's now get out at break even. So there's that. And the moving average. So you can use a moving average if you do want to only take trades on one side of a moving average as well. And what it does is it looks back a certain number of bars and says, is that moving average sloping down or up? And whatever direction it's sloping, then, you know, that's how you get yourself out. With start and end time, and obviously days of the week as well. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can play with. This trade here is going really well at 75 pips up here. So you're now going, well, do I think it's going to break that level? If it does, you can see here there's lows. So you might think, well, I'm going to hold on to that. Alright guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and yeah, if you do want to get a copy of this particular trading robot, then it's part of my Robot Builders Club. You can find links to that underneath the video or on tradingnut.com. Alright, remember to hit subscribe, hit like, and click on the notifications bell and click all to get notified of future videos like this.